Hello, and welcome to In Focus with Ken Clough Photography. I'm Ken Clough. Today, I want to talk about something that usually doesn't make it onto a wedding planning checklist, but quietly shapes the entire experience of the day. It's not photography styles, it's not timelines, it's not trends. It's how couples feel on their wedding day, especially the things they don't always say out loud. And the reason I want to talk about this is simple. Because if you're feeling nervous, uncertain, overwhelmed, or quietly questioning how the day will actually feel, that doesn't mean something is wrong. It means you're in the process. Why this topic matters. Weddings are emotional by nature. They sit at the intersection of celebration, family, expectation, memory, and visibility, all wrapped into a single day that carries a lot of meaning. And yet, most of the conversations couples hear are about what to do, what to book, what to plan, and what to choose. There's far less space to talk about what it's like to move through the day as a human being. The truth is, not every couple feels all the things I'm going to talk about today, but many couples feel some of them. And almost everyone wonders, at least quietly, is this normal? So this episode isn't about solving nerves or eliminating questions. It's about understanding them. Because when you understand what you're feeling, those feelings lose their power to derail the day. Am I going to feel awkward all day? Let's start with one of the most common concerns. Am I going to feel awkward all day? This isn't really about the camera. It's about being seen, watched by family, friends, and sometimes strangers. Being aware of your body, your expressions, and your reactions. Wondering whether you'll feel natural or self-conscious. For couples who don't love being in front of the camera, this concern can sit quietly in the background for months. What I've learned is that this feeling doesn't come from not knowing how to pose. It comes from vulnerability. And vulnerability isn't something to fix. It's something to be supported. When couples feel guided rather than corrected, when they feel allowed to be themselves rather than perform, the awkwardness fades on its own. Not because it's forced away, but because comfort takes its place. What if the timeline falls apart? Another very common concern is time. What if we run late? What if we miss something? What if the day feels rushed? Most couples don't expect perfection, but they worry about pressure, and that pressure often comes from the idea that the day has to unfold in a very specific way to be successful. In reality, most wedding days shift. Something runs late. Something unexpected happens. What makes the difference isn't whether the timeline changes, it's how those changes are handled. A wedding day feels good when there's someone paying attention, not just to the clock, but to the energy of the room, because a calm adjustment feels very different than a rushed correction. What about our families? This is a topic that many couples think about but don't always voice. Families bring history, relationships, emotion, sometimes joy, and sometimes complexity. Couples often worry about how those dynamics will surface on the wedding day and whether they'll need to manage them. What I've learned over the years is that awareness matters as much as preparation. Knowing when to capture a moment, knowing when to give space, knowing when presence is more important than documentation. Weddings aren't just visual events, they're emotional ones. And those emotions deserve care. Are we going to miss the day while trying to capture it? This is one question that comes up more and more. Are we actually going to experience our wedding or just move through it? With cameras everywhere and expectations high, couples worry about being pulled out of the moment. The irony is that the best photographs come from presence. When couples are engaged with each other, not the process. when moments naturally unfold. The goal isn't to capture every second. It's to remember how it felt to be there. What if our wedding doesn't look like everyone else's? Comparison is powerful and heavy. Social media makes it easy to believe that there's a right version of a wedding. Couples worry that their day will feel meaningful enough, beautiful enough, or memorable enough. But weddings don't last because they followed trends. They last because they reflected the people at the center of them. There's room for beautiful, shareable moments and authenticity. Those things can coexist. So what does this all mean? So what does all of this actually mean? It means this. It's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to have questions. It's okay not to know exactly how the day will feel. Those feelings don't mean you're underprepared. They mean you care. Over the years, I've seen a lot of wedding days. I've experienced a lot of different situations, emotions, and moments. And what I've learned is that couples don't need perfection. They need steadiness, they need guidance, and they need people around them who understand both the logistics and the humanity of the day. You don't need to have everything figured out before your wedding arrives. You just need to be supported as it unfolds. Closing thoughts. If you take away anything from this episode, let it be this. What you're feeling is normal. It's part of the process, and you don't have to navigate it alone. This has been In Focus with Ken Clough Photography. I'm Ken Clough. Thanks for spending this time with me. And until next time, take care of each other and take care of the moments that matter.